Alright, team. I know I said I was going to clean the house, and I did mean it at the time, but I've just had a few thoughts that I'd like to get down, and unfortunately for you, this is the best way I know to do that, so you're going to have to remember it for me. It's pretty important stuff, and there is going to be a test, so listen up. Whoa. Now, I'm going to start by saying I'm not really up on the timeline theories. I know, everyone's probably varies slightly, and there's tens of thousands, if not millions of people out there interested in it on some level, so I'm probably going to get, roughly half the Zelda fan base mad at me for this. Out of those listening, which is maybe 4, I don't know, if I'm lucky. That'd be pretty cool. Hey all 4 of you. Good to see you there. Come in close. Gather round. Like I said, there's going to be a test. Gather round. Yeah, so I did read up on timeline theories a while ago. For anyone not in the know, I'm referring to the sort of overarching history of the Zelda world. Since there are so many games in it now, I don't know what, 15 titles or something in the series, and most of them have a different Link as the hero, meaning they're set years, decades, hundreds of years apart, whatever it is. And so Link in one game isn't necessarily Link in another game. It's just another guy called Link, with some exceptions. And they're also not made in chronological order. Yeah, I don't have magic at all. Oh, we already did this! Didn't we do this? I feel that we did this, and I shot you in the face. You probably got game over and didn't save. And so that's exactly what happened. So, wow, I'm so good every time. So, for the sake of this, all I'm talking about is this game and Twilight Princess in relation to each other, and I'm pretty sure Twilight Princess is set after this game, since it has the ruins of the Temple of Time, and what you hear in Twilight Princess about the banishment of Ganondorf from the kingdom, and the world lines up with his crimes in this game. So I'm pretty confident in that. Oh, cat in my face right now. And yeah. So really the theme I want to hit here is causality. And the thing of it is, the games are set so far apart, and there were some pretty major events in this game. So the world should be a more different place by the time Twilight Princess takes place. That's, that's my idea. Because like I said in the last video, it's too similar, and it seems like it's pandering. And it might be obvious, but causality really comes into it. Because I would have thought that, well, here's one. I don't know if they mentioned it ever in the game, but the Gerudo race seems to have disappeared, or all but disappeared. I think I heard someone suggest that Telma is a Gerudo, which, yeah, maybe she is, I guess. Sure, why not? But as a race, they're no longer, they don't have a land. And might be that genocide wasn't really a subject they were keen to cover in a G-rated game. It seems pretty likely that since Ganondorf was the king of the Gerudo and he tried to overthrow the royal family of Hyrule, there was probably a war in the intervening years, I guess, between the games. And yeah, maybe there was and they just didn't say. Maybe they left it to us to work it out if we were that interested, which is fair enough. But, you know, like race relations and stuff really aren't that different. Or maybe they are. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I have been told I'm too harsh on Twilight Princess. This isn't where I'm meant to be. Yes, it is. Yeah, so I thought I had a lot to say. I thought I was going to sound really smart, but I guess it's just as helpful to know that I'm not, and have a reminder of that. But, you know, I guess causality in fiction overall, I'm always impressed when, you know, a sequel, for instance, uses the likely, you know, repercussions of the first movie to shape the second, or game, or whatever. And that's probably what always happens now that I think about it. It's probably sort of the definition of a sequel. But when I see it done in an interesting way, I really enjoy it. And, you know, yeah, I'm really impressed when I can go, wow, you know, that happened and now things are this way, because 50 years later, this is what happened. And yes, when I say it out loud, that's every sequel. Well, with exceptions. Some people probably just don't get it. But you've got to, I guess, you start with, well, unless there are major, you know, geological changes, you start with politics and race relations and everything, and who hates who and who owns what, and where it would go from there, and just think it through. And then you come up with the setting for your next entry in the series. And really, Twilight Princess didn't do that. Like, what's really different in the Twilight Princess world? I guess there is the whole, you know, Twilight realm, which was that? Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care about that so much. But Hyrule itself, well, maybe Hyrule didn't change because they just banished everyone they didn't like to the Twilight realm. I guess that works. And that's why so much mud gets stirred up when the gateways open between Hyrule and the Twilight world. And that kicks things off. But I'd like to see more change in Hyrule itself. maybe that's how they did it. They were like, alright, okay, we want a game with, you know, plenty of drama and plenty going on, but we also want to put people in the same world that they really enjoyed, because that's what people want. So we'll make Hyrule the same, and all these, you know, all this tension's been brewing, and, you know, enemy armies forming and stuff in another realm altogether. So Hyrule's fine. So everyone gets the Hyrule they want, and then we kick things off, and then we have conflict and we have a game. Which I guess is okay. I guess. Begrudgingly I accept. Now I'd love for people to have to sit through King Zora moving out of the way at the start of a video, so I'm going to cut here.